Hey guys, welcome to today's Vehicle Visionary. Today, based on a request from my friend Tony, who watches a lot of my videos here on the Vehicle Visionary YouTube channel, we are doing a comparison between the 2021 Honda Accord Touring, that is the top of the line trim level for the Honda Accords, and the top of the line trim level for the Toyota Camry, which is the XSE. So I'm going to try and make this as quick as possible. This is the first time I've done a comparison video in quite a long while. In fact, I think it's the only second time I've ever done that. So we're going to take a quick look at these two and talk about some of the different features and horsepower and the difference in the size of the engines and all that kind of stuff. And of course, as you know, and I don't know if I can get the guys here at Yoakum Toyota to let me do this the same way we have with what Holmes Honda did with that very Accord Touring. I believe that's the same one that we did with the Dyno Jet, to see what kind of horsepower numbers it was putting out. But as you can see, the Accord Touring is Sonic Gray. It also has a black interior, and we'll just take a quick look at that, just starting our comparison here. We'll look a little bit closer at everything in just a minute. And this is Wind Chill Pearl Coat is the name of the color. And of course, you do see a little bit of a difference here with the contrast with the black on the roof, and of course those black wheels. Tell me in the comments, guys, which one of these cars you like most and why. I'm sure we'll get a lot of good information and feedback on that. But of course, you're going to notice a difference here with the interior on the Camry. Now, I'm not going to say which one I like the most. I haven't actually driven one of these Camrys just yet. We'll take a look there at the panoramic sunroof that the Camry has. But who knows, maybe the guys here at the Toyota dealership will let me take the Camry over and we'll be able to put it on the Dyno Jet and see what kind of numbers it puts out. Okay guys, and just kind of a quick look here at the front ends, comparing the two, and we'll take a look from a couple of different angles here. Both have nice lines. Of course, as you can see, there is what we have with the Camry, and a very nice looking hood, by the way. I do like the lines on there. Maybe not as easy to see because of the white exterior color compared to the Sonic Gray here on the Accord, but really the main difference you're going to see between the two is going to be the fog lights down here on the Accord. And of course, you have Honda sensing for the safety features, lane keep assist, all that kind of stuff. And of course, you'll also have Toyota Safety Sense. And to save time, effort, and energy, I'm not going to list all of the different features on the screen, but if you want to look at each vehicle individually as far as what it has and what it does not have, comparing them to one another, they're fairly comparable. I will leave a link down in the description of the video to each one of these vehicles on the websites for Yoakum Toyota and Holmes Honda. And as long as they are in stock, you'll be able to take a look at all of that information. One thing that I will say, everybody knows one of my favorite features that is found on the hood of a car or truck that you don't actually find on either one of these. Tell me down in the comments if you know what that feature is. Now, I am curious to know who likes the wheels on the Accord and who likes the wheels on the Camry. If you're looking for the more racy look, I would definitely have to go with the Camry with the black wheels, but of course, everybody has their preferences, but neither one really looks bad. It just happens, in my personal opinion, that I think the black wheels would look good, but with the Sonic Gray on the Accord, the wheels that are on it now are probably the best choice. Hard to really say. Tell me what you think again, guys, down in the comments. And of course, you do have the black mirrors, turn signal indicator built in right there. And of course, here on the Accord, you don't have a black mirror, although the bottom half is black, but you do have the turn signal indicator built in there as well. And when it comes to cargo space, of course, when you maximize that out, With the Camry, you're going to get 15.1 cubic feet, but with the Accord, 16.7 cubic feet. And as far as exterior, one thing I definitely noticed, of course, there's one thing that the taillights on the Accord are commonly known for. Tell me again in the comments, guys, if you can think of what that is, or tell me what that is if you know. And there is, of course, a difference between what we see here on the trunk of the Accord that you do find on the Accord Sport, but not on the Accord Touring, although you could easily do this, but it is something that you find here on the Camry. What am I talking about? That is the black spoiler. And I think that really gives it a very racy look. And of course, everybody has their preferences, but for me personally, being a high performance enthusiast, I think that really gives the Accord a great look. But like I said, that is something that you have available on the Accord Sport for 2021. And looking at the interior a little bit more closely, we're going to look at both cars, of course, but taking a look here, starting with the Camry, this makes me think a lot of what is known as Dynamica with a lot of the Mercedes-Benz models, the AMG models. And just taking a quick look around, you have map pockets on the back of the seats and dual air conditioning vents. Of course, as you would expect, you do have a fold-down armrest with cup holders right there. I'm not going to pull that down, but again, you've got that panoramic sunroof right now. It's probably going to be a little bit harder to see because we do have the black interior here with the Accord. But you've got, again, map pockets on the back of each seat, dual air conditioning vents, but notice you have the USB ports here as well. And you do have a sunroof. We'll take a quick look up there at that. The shade isn't open right now, but there is your sunroof, and of course, other features here. Again, the same thing here in the center with the fold-down armrest and the cup holders, and both back seats are rather spacious. And in the interest of fair reporting, here is the remote for the Camry, and here is the remote for the Accord. Quite an interesting comparison between the two. Which one do you like most? And a quick look here into the front seat of the Camry. Of course, you've got the Camry logo there on the floor mats. Of course, here are some of the features, safety features you can turn on or off depending on what you need to do. Okay, with both models, you do have a push button start, so I'm going to let you take a look at the instrument cluster graphics. Take a look at what it looks like when we start the Toyota Camry. Let that run through its paces right there and do its thing. Here's what we have, of course, steering wheel mounted controls. You're going to find that on both models, and we'll get to the infotainment screen right here. Let that come up. Let's see if we can get that to come up. There we go. And there is your menu. Of course, you can hit apps right there and see a few more features, and we can go back to menu. Not going to do a full tour on each one, but just to kind of show you what is there when you scroll over. Simple system to use. I have used this one before. Dual zone climate control, and there is your shifter. I'm going to have a little bit of a difference there, of course. Tell me which one you like more. We're going to have a push button shifter in just a minute in the Accord, but do you like more of this conventional style shifter, or do you like the push button shifter that we're going to see in the Accord in just a minute? And just in the interest of fair reporting, I'll go ahead and turn on the rear view camera. And of course, you have the surround view from above right there. We'll compare that to what we have in the Accord in just a minute. You also have, of course, connectivity here in the front, kind of hard to see around that shifter right there, and wireless charging. And here are your driving modes: Eco, Normal, and Sport. Heated and cooled seats right here with the Camry. And of course, here is your center console. And again, let me see if I can get my hand down in there. USB ports right there. Hope you can see that okay. It is a little bit dark, but they are there, just so you know. Okay, equal time here, of course. Push button start, same way as what we had with the Camry. I'll give you a look at the instrument cluster as it comes up. Gives you the graphics right there. And just a quick look around, of course, again, steering wheel mounted controls, just like we had in the Camry. Here is the infotainment screen. A little bit of a different size, not quite as big, but a simple system to use nonetheless. Honda has one of the simplest in the industry, in my personal opinion, and Toyota's is not difficult either. Dual zone climate control, of course. You also have your connectivity down here, and you can hide that away if you so desire. And also wireless charging. And here is a difference right here between the two. And again, this is something I wanted to know what your opinion is. Do you like the push button shifter more than the conventional shifter that we find in the Camry compared to what we see here in the Accord? And of course, you do have normal driving mode, even though you don't have a button for that here, but you've got Econ and Sport. And just a quick look here at the dashboard, trying to avoid the glare. When you go into Econ mode, that is what you're going to see. We'll turn that back off. When you go into Sport mode, of course, you're going to see the red trim around the dashboard compared to the white when you are not in Sport mode. And when it comes to looking into the console, you just got some space down there. There is a 12-volt power outlet down there as well. Now, an obvious question that you may want me to answer if you didn't see it with the graphics from the websites from the dealerships, each prospective dealership earlier, is which vehicle costs more? Well, the Accord comes in a little over $38,000, while the Camry comes in at $40,000 and some change. And again, I will list the graphics from the dealership's websites on the screen. So trying to make this video as quick as possible, guys. Tell me if you want to see more of these comparison videos and what you want to see me compare one to another. Got to say thanks to Holmes Honda for loaning me this Accord for the day, and my friends over here at Yoakum Toyota, not only for loaning me the Camry for the day, but also the use of the dealership, as that is where I am filming today's video here at Yoakum Toyota. As always, guys, I really appreciate your time. Thanks for taking the time to watch. Tell me what you want to see me feature here on the Vehicle Visionary YouTube channel, whether it's a video like this one, a tutorial, or whatever the case may be. We'll try and get some more of these cars on the dyno jet as well and see how they perform. I really appreciate you for taking the time to watch, and have a great day, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.